Well, to break down just how vulnerable Canada's borders are and how their security might change in response to Trump's new administration, we're joined now by Kelly Sundberg. He is a professor of criminology at Mount Royal University and a former CBSA officer. He joins us tonight from Calgary. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Travis.
So, Tom Homan, what do you think about him, first off, and his promise to carry out mass deportations with or without cooperation from sanctuary cities?
Well, Tom Homan is a former Border Patrol officer. He's a former police officer. He used to be the head of Inland Immigration Enforcement for the United States. He is one very serious individual. I have no doubt that he is going to carry through with his promise to do mass deportation. Will he achieve it or not? I don't know, but he is definitely the kind of person who's going to try. And the fact that he's going toe-to-toe with individuals like Mayor Adams in New York and other sanctuary cities saying, stand aside, the federal government of the United States is going to come in and achieve its mission. You know, how are we going to see the Trudeau government or Freeland, Miller, LeBlanc, Bill Blair? This is going to be unprecedented pressure on Canada. It's going to be unprecedented.
Well, let me pick up on that aspect of it, because Mark Miller said that there's an alignment here in interests, making sure that our shared border is safe and secure. Is that the reality, that there's shared interest and there's an alignment?
No, it's definitely not the. No, there's no reality there. What we've been hearing from our government, especially recently, but what we've been listening to for the last decade, frankly, is quite misleading. We don't have a border patrol. We don't have the number of officers needed to adequately enforce our customs and our immigration laws at the borders, let alone in our communities. We're about to experience a tsunami of people who are living illegally in the United States seeking asylum in Canada. And we do not have the capacity, and it's going to bring organized crime with it too.
So you think Donald Trump will go through with these mass deportations, and you don't think Canada's prepared?
100%. I have no doubt that we're already seeing the Trump administration hasn't even taken office, and already we see the incoming head of the czar for border security and immigration enforcement, Tom Homan. He's already sending the message to the major mayors of sanctuary cities across the United States. I understand that there's already a move afoot to look at how to coordinate sheriffs to assist in these efforts and other law enforcement. I have no doubt that the United States will make an attempt, and a serious attempt, to do mass deportations. And our government absolutely is not prepared. We haven't been. We've neglected border security and migration control for a decade.
And so, in your opinion, as a former CBSA officer, what needs to be done in the immediate so that that border is secure, or is it a lost cause at this point, in your opinion? Because, you know, this is something that happens over years, not months.
Well, you know, I was involved when we transitioned after 9/11, creating CBSA. I was part of one of the teams in Ottawa that helped create the enforcement manuals and others for CBSA. So it can be done. The United Kingdom, Australia, they created the border forces in those two countries. They've done it. We can do it. It will take a lot of effort. But the first thing is we have to consolidate all immigration and border security under one agency, the CBSA. The CBSA has to transition from its focus of border services to border security. We need to have more people. We need to have a border patrol. We need to start using drones, using technology. We need to have outbound inspection of both people and goods. Anyone coming in, we have to start using biometric identifiers, such as the United States. And the crazy thing is we have the technology here in Canada, and we're not utilizing it to the extent we could, and we're not putting in the steps that we could very quickly. But this government has ignored border security and migration for a decade. Yeah. We've seen this with stolen vehicles leaving. Like, it's really bad. But we're seeing a tsunami that's coming our way, and I feel bad for the small towns that are along the border, because they're going to be the ones that really see the impact.
Well, last question to you real quick, because I got to run here, but what do you think the impact is going to be on Canada if we do see a tsunami of folks trying to cross the border illegally from the States?
We've already seen 13,000 international students make refugee claims since January. We've seen 2 individuals who were going to plot an ISIS-inspired killing, and we have one of the father in that case was he was involved in allegedly involved in being in an ISIS video. We had another individual that was going to the United States to kill Jewish New Yorkers. We are going to see more and more of this, and then what I'm really worried about is the tragic family who died on in the winter crossing into the United States. We're going to see more of this, and it's time to stop politicizing immigration and stop politicizing border security and take it seriously and do it quick, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Kelly, good to have you on tonight. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Travis.
That is Kelly Sundberg, who is a criminology professor at Mount Royal University in Calgary and a former CBSA officer.